I get it. You're staring at a sleek, brown massage chair in a showroom video and thinking, do I really need to drop a few $1,000s on this? Or could I just keep my regular gym stretches and occasional spa visits? You've probably heard the buzz about Osaki's newest model, the 2026 4D, and you're worried you'll end up with a piece of furniture that looks cool but never actually eases your back or shoulders. I've been down that road with a few different chairs, and I tried to sort out the hype from the real-world experience before I even sat down. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest thing people worry about with any full-body massage chair is whether it will actually fit their body shape. The 2026 uses Osaki's Essel Track, which is essentially a longer, more ergonomic glide path for the rollers. In practice, that means the chair can follow the natural curve of a taller person's spine without the rollers cutting off too early. If you're on the shorter side, the seat still feels supportive because the track shortens automatically, so you don't end up with a lot of empty space under your hips. I tested it with a friend who's 5 feet 4 inches and a colleague who's 6 feet 1 inch. The shorter friend said the chair didn't feel like a one-size-fits-all squeeze. The rollers hit his lower back, just where he needed relief. The taller colleague appreciated that the chair didn't force his shoulders forward, something he's complained about with cheaper models. Massage intensity is another hot topic. Osaki markets this as a 4D mechanism, which basically means the rollers can move up and down, side to side, and also vary their pressure depth. In a real-world scenario, that translates to a more nuanced kneading feeling when you switch from a gentle shoulder rub to a deep tissue workout on your lower back. The chair offers 22 auto programs that start with a warm-up that gently rolls over the shoulders, then ramp up to deep tissue that really digs in. When you need something quick after a long day at the office, the Quick Relief program hits the neck, shoulders, and upper back for about 10 minutes, and you actually feel a loosening of tension. It's not a replacement for a professional therapist if you have a serious spinal issue, but for everyday stiffness, it works surprisingly well. Noise can be a deal breaker, especially if you plan to use the chair while watching TV or listening to a podcast. The 4D mechanism is powered by a fairly quiet motor. The hum stays well under the level of normal conversation. The biggest sound you'll notice is the occasional click when the foot rollers engage, but that's more of a mechanical reassurance than an annoyance. I tried it on a rainy evening with the windows open, and the chair's operation blended into the background. If you're a light sleeper who shares a room, just make sure the chair is on a stable floor. A wobble can amplify any motor whine. Foot care is an often overlooked part of a full-body chair, and Osaki tries to address it with a dedicated foot roller and calf care airbags that also have heat. I found the foot roller most useful after a marathon of standing at a kitchen counter or after a long shift on my feet. The rollers move in a gentle, rolling motion that mimics a reflexology session, and the heat helps relax the arches. The extendable footrest is spring-loaded, so you don't have to manually pull it out. It pops into place as you recline. For taller users, the footrest can stretch enough to keep the calves from hanging in the air, which can feel uncomfortable with other chairs. Control simplicity can make or break the user experience. The 2026 comes with a touchscreen panel and voice activation. The voice commands are surprisingly accurate, saying increase intensity or start the neck program works without you having to fumble for buttons. The touchscreen is responsive, but the real convenience is that you can still use the basic preset buttons on the side if you're wearing gloves or just don't want to stare at a screen. For people who love tech, the Bluetooth speaker integration is a nice touch. You can stream music or a guided meditation directly from the chair's speakers without needing a separate device. Now, who should actually consider buying this chair? If you're someone who spends a lot of time at a desk, drives long distances, or does heavy lifting as part of a hobby, the combination of deep tissue rollers, air pressure airbags, and heat can save you several trips to a spa each month. It also makes sense for athletes who need regular muscle recovery but don't have the time or budget for frequent professional massages. The space-saving design, only an 8-inch recline when stored, means it can fit in a medium-sized living room without becoming a permanent fixture that dominates the floor. For anyone who values a hands-free way to start a session, the voice control and preset programs are a genuine convenience. On the flip side, there are